Hey guys, it's the immortal Katao clan, Aisha clan here. Jesus fucking Christ. Um, let me just like fucking holler with you guys. We're gonna read some shit for y'all boys today, and today we're not gonna fucking do fan fiction. We're gonna do instead just stupid Star vs. the Forces of Evil fan fiction right now, and I let's just go. So this is the first chapter, and oh boy, it's gonna lose it's gonna lose the fun of it because I've already read this. Like I've already read the three first chapters of it, but I gotta reread them because I'm solid with you guys. I'm solid. Alright. So this is the first chapter, and the fanfiction is called Marco versus the Forces of his Harem. So Marco is getting a harem, and he has all his crushes and all this, and you know he's in love with all kinds of girls, and there's so many girls in his town. And I don't know if I want to skip these chapters and get to the good part, but these chapters are kind of like good setup for everything. So okay, by the way, this fanfiction is terrible writing, but we're gonna go through it. Okay, Hope. That's the first one. If you don't know who Hope is, she's one of the worst characters in Star Wars: The Forces of Evil. People like shipping her. One day it was a beautiful hot day, and Marco and Star was sweating in their rooms, and they were burning up. Hey Marco, I'm burning up. Can I use the free spell? She asked. Star remembered what happened last time. He said, which don't make sense. This line. Oh yeah, I froze the house that time. Haha, that was fun. She said. Like they mixed it with that Star was Marco, and Star asked Marco for his wine. What the fuck is this shit? Well, I guess it's the only thing to do, he said as he ripped his clothes to reveal. I guess there only one thing to do, he said. He ripped his clothes off to reveal his swim trunks and an undershirt. We're going to the beach, she said. Oh, that sounds like fun, Star said excitedly. She then waves her wand and changed her clothes to a light two-piece swimsuit with 2 stars on her top and 1 on the back of her bottom. By the way, they're 14. These characters are 14. Not good. Done. Now let's get going, she said, and ran out to the car. Marco then followed. As soon as she got outside, she slowed down from the heat. Marco then picked up and puts her in shotgun and started the car and blasted the AC on high. He then pulled out and went to the beach. After a short drive, they made it to the crowded beach, and they managed to find a spot to set up. Marco, I'm going swimming, she yelled. Okay, don't go far, he said as she ran off. Finally, some peace and quiet. He fought until he heard someone sitting up and opened his eyes and saw Hope sitting up, and he was turned to him, so her ass was sticking out in his face, and he then smiled and went back to relaxing. He then felt a tap on his chest and opened his eyes and saw Hope. She was wearing a red one piece that fitted her like a second pair of skin and lifted her B-cup breast. I mean, fucking B-cup breasts. My ex-girlfriend had B-cup breasts, I think. I mean, it's the normal spring break titties, you know. Still, they're 14, which just remember that I'm reading fan fictions about, you know, younger people. It's not real. It's not real, guys. Hey, Marco, Hope said. Hey, Hope, Marco said. Could you do me a favor? She asked. What is it? Could you rub some block on my back? She said timidly. Sure, I don't mind. He then grabbed the handful and started rubbing her back, and she got shiver as it covered her back. Marco then moved his hand over a sensitive spot, which made her moan a little. Marco caught it, then immediately moved his hand away. Sorry, did I hit a bump? He asked. No, I'm fine. That's nothing. She probably has cancer, dude. If she has bumps on her back, she probably has cancer. She then turned her head to look in his eyes, and she got lost in. Oh God, I can see why Jana likes him. He's so cute, she thought. She fought, then began to blush and moved away from him. They didn't even say that she fought it. Like it just sort of is quotations, and she asked as she got. Oh, it's like, ugh, it's so bad. Hey Marco, could you come with me? I'd like to show you something, she said, and grabbed his hand, and Marco then was following her behind a cliff wall. Hope, I really don't want to be too far from, he then was interpreted by Hope kissing him, her hands wrapped around his neck, and Marco stood and backed away. "Oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I was getting slower as Marco closed the gap between their lips and closed her eyes and lets it happen. She then breaks the kiss and looks at him. Hope, are you okay? He asked. Marco, about that thing I wanted to show you. Yeah, Marco said as she pulled the strap down, revealing her B-cup breasts. Marco, I want you to be my first, she said, and moved Marco's hand to her chest. Are you sure? He asked. He then got on his knees and pulled on his trunk. She was his flaccid penis, by the way. That's the grammar. She was his flaccid penis, and started licking it till it was hard not 8 inches. She then began pumping, while taking the tip in her mouth, slowly taking him deeper. Hope, this feels so good. It's so weird, because her name is Hope. Hope, this feels so good. Can you just remove so good and have Hope, this feels good? Just like, he hopes that it feels good. He said as he moved his hands on her head, controlling her movements. Like fucking Superman. He then felt was at his limit, and then he pulled out and come on her face. He was breathing hard as she licked some of his seed, and then got up his face and rock. She bends down and revealed her dripping womanhood. Marco gets up and aligns himself with her. Slowly pushes in. She gripped her fingers on the rocks as she was being turned into a woman. That line cringes. It's so hard. He then began moving in and out of her slowly, and then bends on her back, and she grabs her breasts. Oh God, Hope, you feel amazing, he said. Hope you feel so amazing. He said as he started to move fast. He then moved her head towards her and kissed her again. He movements. Then he moved the pace faster. He was reaching his limit. He grabbed her leg and lifted her, which made her tighter. Oh God, Marco, I'm going to come, she said as her juices started to flow, and as Marco felt the lube and started to move faster. He then inserted his thumb into her anal and moved faster. I'm going to tell you a story. And I'm not going to mention any names, but I'm just going to tell you a story. When I was in like middle school, a friend of mine had a girlfriend. And she was like a very popular girl. I should find the line I'm awful. And she was like a popular girl, and everyone liked her, and she was like cool and whatever. And she once went to the school, and we were like hanging, and they were like, and we were like hanging out, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna go on our own for a bit. And then they leave, and like some people notice that they're in a graveyard, and they're literally fucking. I'm not joking. They were also 14 at the time, like the characters in this stupid fanfiction. I should have some. Oh, next time I'm reading this, I'm gonna get some fucking alcohol. I'm not even joking. God damn, because this is bad. Yeah, so they were like at a graveyard and they were having sex and whatever, and it was so weird, like hearing about this, because everyone, like, this was like the talk of the school for like 2 weeks. I'm not even joking. Everyone was making fun of this guy, and you know, me and him were like good friends, and. I'm not going to mention like the part of it that was like awkward, but I feel really sorry for him. He then pulled up his trunks, and then his phone began to ring. He pulled it out and he answered to Star's voice. Marco, where are you? I want to go home now. Alright, I'll be there soon, he replied. Hey Hope, will you be okay by yourself? He asked. I will be. I just get back to Star. She said, and waved her hand, telling him to give him a smile, and walked away to find Star with sunglasses sunbathing. Hey Star, are you ready to go? Marco asked. Yes, where did you go? She asked. Oh, it's just swimming somewhere else, he said, and reached the car, and they were pulling out to Marco, as a Hope waving at him and way back, and they drove home. I read it in 9 minutes. Well, with telling that story too. Just awkward story. Alright. I don't want to read this chapter. It was so long. Okay, I'm not going to read this one, but it's Star Fan 13. She literally knocks him out. She tells him that she has feelings for him. They have anal in the schoolroom. Marco leaves, and then he talks to Star, and Star goes to bed. Then they go, and then Jana comes in the room and starts, fucking with Marco. And the best part is that there's a line here that's like, Jana, what are you doing here? Marco asked. And why are you wearing my hoodie? Isn't it obvious, Diaz? We're going to fuck. She then pulled out 2 handcuffs and locked him to the bedpost. Marco didn't even put up a struggle. He was just like, sex. I need sex. Like a fucking idiot. So I'm not gonna read that because that chapter was terrible and just cringy. We're gonna read Jana, and then we're gonna read the next one, which is Cheer Squad. Star was having a sick day, so Mark went to school. Okay, that one I already read, and was forced to have sex with her. Goddamn forced. But Marco upper handed took her for a ride, and then was done and home to relax. He had an unexpected guest. Okay, so we got to the locked him to his bedpost. He then struggled to get free as Jana startled him. He pulled his skirt over his head and started to feel his chest and pinched his nipple softly, which made him moan softly. Oh, someone's sensitive there. Then he bends down and licks his nipple, making his breath hitch as he licked one and pinched the other. She could feel his shaft getting hard as she felt this, tried to touch it, but there was a knock on the door. Jana panicked and unlocked. Marco turned into him onto his side and was near his legs. Hey Marco, I need to ask you something, Star asked. What's up? Star then sat on the bed. Marco knew she wanted him to sit up too, so Jana moved his legs to the floor, and just because Star stare didn't stop Jana from messing with Marco. So Marco, I was just, hey, are you okay? Star said, looking at her face. Yeah, I'm fine. He lied, and what's going on is that Jana is blowing him under his covers. Okay, anyway, I think I know how I got sick. Oh, really? He struggled to keep a straight face as he was being blown slowly by Jana. My mom called me earlier to check up on me, and thought I was going to die. She told me it was a side effect from my puberty. Oh, I hope you're feeling better, he said, trying to ignore Jana. Marco, are you okay? She asked. Yeah, I'm just fine, she asked, and kicked Jana aside, which made her smile even go slower, making Marco moan. Okay, see you later. Then she closed the door and pulled the covers off Jana. What, Jana? What asked with her mouth. What? Jana asked with her mouth stopped. That was uncalled for, Jana. You could have stopped. She then pulled him out, leaving a trail of saliva. Where's the fun in that? She asked, and she began pumping Marco, and then he cummed on her face. She got up and pushed him on bed and locked him back. Then she walked towards the door and locked it. Did she then climb on top of him? No, there won't be any more distractions. She started to remove his hoodie, revealed her big-cup breast. She then removed her panties and aligned herself with his dick, and to slide down on it. She moaned softly as it happened to Marco. He noticed blood. Jana, are you? He was cut off by her lips and moved his lips onto, shaking every each as she started to move faster till she was breathing heavily. Jana, why did you do this? Marco asked. And I want a real reason. It's because I love you, Diaz. I love you for a long time now. Why do you think I've always teased you? I love you. See, I mentioned this in the other recording, but this line is just pissing me off so much. Jana, this is just so not like Jana. It's not her character whatsoever. Why are you doing this? You can't make Jana like this. She's weird, she's wonky, and she's not supposed to say I love you to someone. That's just stupid. Jana, unlock me, please, Marco asked. Okay, she sniffled and unlocked because Marok then attacked her and got on her back, attack her lips to neck, moving further down her breast. Jana, I may not love, but I still see you as an important friend, he said, and pinched her nipples. Can we be friends? Marco asked. With benefits? She asked. Yes, Jana, he said as he kissed her stomach and slit her recently released juices. Then he flipped to get a better angle and he pulled on her top, and they got 69 each other. Jana then sucked his dick again while massaging his ball. Then he stuck a finger in her wet slit and began pumping it until he took his other hand and pinched it and felt insides getting tighter around his finger, and Jana started to feel his balls tighten as they cummed in each other's mouth. Ew. Licked up. Michael licked up her juices while Jana drank up his seed. She then climbed off and started to get dressed. So I'll see you in a few hours, Marco, Jana said as she jumped out the window. Marco then saw the clock and jumped into bed for the next day. Alright. Next chapter. There's some cheerleader bashing in this apparently, and that's what the author said. I'm gonna check out B Bandit 18. That's the author. Let's see what else he has written. Okay. Must PM and ask me. Must be cartoon I'm familiar with. I will not do anime, books, comics, games, misplays, certain movies or TV. Inform me if it's a one shot or a multi-chapter story. If I do accept, give me a detailed summary of your idea. If do not give me details, don't ask me when you will post it, or is it done. I will have other stories to work on as well. I'll send you the completed version when I can be patient. Ask for available hours for PMing. I do not work for a living, and I'm in school. There will be certain cartoons I will not do. Ask and I will tell you. If you can follow these requirements, I will request. So this guy can request the story, and this guy has like, if you are insane and proud of it, copy this onto your profile. If you push the door that says pull or vice versa, copy and paste onto your profile. This guy's like a million of these. Okay, so he has My Little Pony, World of Love. Link Aloud and Luna Loud are in prison. The Bad Boy and the Kind Princess. It's more Star Wars: The Force of Evil. I'll keep that one in mind. And we got a Pacifica's Pregnancy. Oh God. Oh God. Dude, Young Amore. This is Lincoln and Ronnie Ann's relationship must remain a secret, but how long can they keep it? Situpia's Finest. Dip and Pass. Marna, A Time to Be Alive. Well, I was gonna read that one too. I hope it's in the same universe as the other one. How many chapters? 8 chapters of fucking this? Okay, and then we have The Forces of His Harem. Then we have Lincoln's First Love. Lincoln and Lenny. Oh God. The Sergeant and the Vigilante. What is that? More Pacifica shit. Just One Kiss. I've heard about that one too. It's more of a love one. Star's Adventure. It has like a dirty picture of Star in it. And all these are like, a lot of these are requested stories. I'm not bashing on the writer, by the way. Oh my God, he's like using actual like low-key porn of like the characters and shit. Oh my God, it's bad. Dipper's Girlfriend. It's just like Pacifica and Dipper shit. Oh God, but this one's good though. I'm gonna keep reading this. I think B Bandit has some shit that I like, and this one has like a long, like winded story to it. So yeah, okay, let's keep repost this if you're insane. I'll read B Bandit's profile one day. Like, oh my God, it was so funny. Okay, so new chapter, minor cheerleader bashing, and this is called Cheer Squad, and I think this is a 4-way, if I'm not being totally honest. After Marco's late night confession, he tried to get his life back to normal. Marco and Star were on their way to school, and Star was being his upbeat self, and they noticed that Jana and Home talking. They saw Marco and giggled. They waved at him and smiled, waved back. And then they went to the gym and found the cheerleader tryouts. Star, why are we here? Marco asked. Isn't it obvious? I want to try out, she said excitedly. Star, I don't think you want to do this. Cheerleaders are so shallow, mean, and God-complexing stereotypes that depend on our attention, like spoiled little rich kids. Fucking God. That's so cringy, Marco said. And don't get me started on their implants to distract the crowd. Their existence is completely uncalled for. They're right behind me, aren't they? Marco asked. Star nodded with a nervous smile and then saw the entire cheer squad. Some of them verged of tears. Others were angry. I know that I can make you nice, girls. I'm just going to run. Marco then ran from the gym. Cheerleaders then chased him. Marco couldn't even rest as they took over the entire school just to look for him. He was currently hiding in his locker. Just the rest, he peeked his head out and saw that he was alone. Then he tiptoed the main exit. Then he saw Chantel and Andrea at the door. Then he then took off his shoes and threw it at Chantel. Went to check while Andrea stayed behind. Marco saw he then opened the locker next to him and pulled out a black hoodie and put it on and walked up to Andrea. She felt scared as she looked away and then lets him leave. Marco took a sigh of relief till, well, Marco Diaz. Marco looked behind and saw Jeremy Brimbaum. Well, not now, Jeremy, I'm busy, he said as she walked past him. So what is Marco Diaz, high school nerd, doing outside in black hoodie? He asked. I'm hiding. Now go away, Marco said. Oh, from what? He asked. Look, just go away, he said. He has to be somewhere, a girl yelled. I'm going to get Marco if it's the last thing I do, another girl said, and Jeremy realized what was going on. He smiled sinisterly and took a deep breath. Hey, Marco. Hey, ladies, Marco's right here, he yelled. All the girls then turned, and Jeremy pulled down his hood, and Marco began running as the cheerleader squad started chasing him. He made it to his house and locked all the doors and windows and was breathing heavily and went up to his room and saw Brittany Wong sitting on his bed. Marco tried to get away, but Chantel and Andrea pushed him back. How did you get in here? Marco asked. Well, your parents are very kind. We just asked to wait for you here, she said, as she pulled him to his bed and handcuffed him to it. Oh, not this again, Marco thought. The girls blindfolded him. Marco was in complete darkness. All he heard was laughter. He then felt his pants being pulled down. The girls gasped at it. I didn't think it would be this big, Chantel said, and the girls were now feeling intimidated. Okay, girls, now let's get this done. Bring her in. Andrea then opened the door and pulled Star out. Oh my. No. No, this is bad. Oh, but Star was bound and gagged? Remember, you agreed to this, she whispered in her ear. They pushed her down to the floor, and Andrea made sure she stayed there watching. What the fuck? Okay, Marco, consider yourself lucky. We're in the middle of a cheerleading initiation. Usually we'd do this with someone cuter, but you pissed us off, so consider yourself lucky, she said, as she hiked up her skirt and sat on his face. Start licking, puke boy, she said. Marco had no choice, then began licking her covered slit while Chantel tied a hairband around the helm of his dick and others around his balls. No need to make a huge mess yet, she said, and began to tease him by licking the tip. She then inserted a finger in his rectum, which made him tense up. Oh, someone's sensitive here. Hey, Britt, we think you should let him breathe. I don't see why not, she said as she got up. Marco then took a deep breath, as his face was covered in liquids from her and his mouth. This is fucked up. Please stop, I'm sorry. Okay, please let me go, Marco asked. No way. Initiation is not done yet. I think our cheerleader to be is almost ready, Andrea said, as she was fingering the tied up No. No. I gotta drink. Why didn't I read this? This is fantastic. Where is it? Where did I go? Fingered up the tied up Star and massaging her breast. She then began to remove her ball gag and whispered into her ear, "Remember, you talk, you're out of the squad." She then brought into Marco's dick. "Alright, rookie, start sucking," Brittany said to Star as she held her tongue and started to lick a tip and flinched at the taste. "Suck it in, or he suffocates," Brittany threatened as she removed her designer panties and sat back on his face, making him lick her again. And Star took his throbbing member in her mouth and began sucking it Thanks to Chantal, hairbands, the build-up was making him bigger and thicker. Oh God, Marco, please forgive me, she fought. She took the tip in her mouth, and Andrea then pushed her down farther to the helm of his manhood. Then she began bobbing slowly and up and down. This is fucking nasty. Oh, God damn. My God, these girls are going to kill me, Marco thought, as Brittany kept grinding herself on his face. Oh God, Brittany, I don't know how long I can hold back, Andrea said. No way, the newbie needs experience. She's going to be doing this a lot. And she gets in, and you guys know I go first, she said, as she got off his face, then kicked Star out of his bed and aligned herself to his dick, and then sat down and moaned his swollen side. But that didn't stop her from moving her body. Bounced to Marco was already reached its limit, but it was still being blocked. My God, I should keep him as my personal booty call, Brittany said, as she released her juices all over him and got off okay. Andrea, your turn. Chantal kept the newbie down so that she doesn't escape. Andrea then got up and Chantal kept Star down. Star wanted to look away, but Chantal forced her to look, and Andrea rode him. Please stop, I don't want you to watch, she said, as she closed her eyes, but Chantal whispered in her ear, You better keep looking, or you're off the squad, or you'll never see Marco again. Star eyes widened, as she had no choice but to watch. And don't worry, you'll get your turn, she whispered in her ear, just as Andrea was finishing up with Marco. Oh, fuck off. Oh, it's finally my turn, she said, as Andrea switched with her and aligned herself and sat down. Spasms getting Star gets her turn. After she was done, as she brings Marco, they uncuffed him from the bed and cuffed his hands behind his back. Okay, Marco, it's time that a newbie initiation is to be completed, Brittany said, as she gently removed the hairband. Just one touch could make him explode. Brittany brought Star's mouth to him with her mouth widened. Brittany then took one finger and touched the tip. Marco then tensed up and shot everything on her face and hair. Brittany then removed Marco's blindfold. Hey, Marco, say hello to our nearest cheerleader. Marco's eyes were trying to adjust a light as the ones were adjusted. His eyes widened. Star Butterfly, thanks for your help. And with this, thanks for the fun time too. We'll be in touch, she said as the squad laughed, getting dressed and left the house. Marco then looked at Star as she looked back, then she began crying and ran the room, leaving Marco. I'm sorry, Star, Marco said as he sat in his bed sulking. Yo. That's fucked up. That's really, really fucked up. Can we just talk about that? It's fucked up. Oh my God. What the fuck? Alright, let's read. Okay, this is Star and Jackie part 1, but I'm not gonna read it. Oh man, that was fucked up. 28 minutes, alright. We're done. We're done. That was nasty. Oh my God. New podcast on Saturday. Hope you guys will come on. It's going to be live. We're going to do Google Hangouts. We're going to have 4 people on. It's going to be me, Orgo, Brayson, and some other guy who is going to be one of the other hosts for the podcast. He couldn't be on the first time because he was late for the recording session. So, yep, we are going to record this Saturday, and it's going to be great. I hope so. I'm going to put my Twitter in the description. I was thinking about maybe making the Discord. If there's enough support, maybe I'll do it. I'll do it, and we'll see. If this channel hits off, maybe we'll do it. I actually got affected by that subglitch yesterday. Just to mention that as well, it was pretty scary. I was actually at 0 subscribers for a while. BDTV was at minus 155,000 or something, a minus or something like that. It was pretty crazy. It was a crazy day for YouTube. Man, I was holy shit. I was at 0 subscribers for a while. I worked my way up for 22 subscribers. I better fucking keep my subscribers. But yeah, this is fucked up. I'm gonna read more this weekend, and I can't believe how fucked up that chapter was. I'm actually like disturbed by that. I feel like I'm gonna have like nightmares of this sort of chapter. Like, this is not what you expect from Star versus characters. Like, they're super nice and friendly, and then you have the actual fucking rape, and it's like, Jesus. I don't know even what if I want to upload this to YouTube. I might just like age restrict it or whatever, or like just put like a lot of disclaimers that this is like fucking terrible, and I'm reading this for fun. I mean, Brendania got away with reading fucking Dipper Goes to Taco Bell, and that features like disgusting shit with minors, and oh my god, go show hate to the writer, man. I know I shouldn't say that, but this dude is like writing some messed up shit. Oh god, I can't believe it. Fuck me.